this is all running downgrade. You see, that is level, and it's gonna have to be picked up just a smidge. But this is already set. It's already going downgrade to the left, upgrade to the right. It is 5 feet from my key footer up. 15 bands, 16 inches for French drain, tamped all the way, each level tamped. Once we get up to here and everything is block wall and being tamped by hand, we need to get an actual earth compactor. And because of our grade, we need to at least fill this in, put one of these under as a rail, and keep repositioning it to tamp that way from here to there, because these 2 planks are down from the rest of it, which is still level. So this needs to be addressed while we have the opportunity to do this, if that can happen. The pool has not been drained. I'm standing under 180,000 pounds, almost 22,000 gallons. Or what was it? Like 20, yeah, almost 22,000 gallons, I think. I loved being able to do this. And that's why I don't want to see it fail. The whole reason for me to do this is to make sure that this pool stays on this mountain, so that it can be used for all the reasons, like rehab for Sean's back, the pool to hang out in and have a beautiful view. Who wouldn't want that? So I went ahead and re-engineered backwards a way to resolve the issues that are presented with the fashion of building this pool. It's a long way down. I've already fallen down this hill. I didn't get hurt, but that giant boulder out there, that's where that boulder landed. That was a tiny one. I barely even just enough. When I pitched that boulder out right there, I thought it was going to stop in the dirt. It bounced over the rose bush and rolled all the way down the hill. It took about 45 seconds to get there. They only wanted to do the back wall. That was what they wanted me to start with. Well, what do you think? Which one's more important? And that's where it's headed. With people in it, maybe hopefully not with people in it, if we did not do this properly. Here's one of my paths. that I've stamped out after I did a compact for 2 days. I spent tamping all of this just to get the gravel in. And then I spent a day putting all of this gravel in and tamping it down too, all the way around, to give us a good solid hard foundation up here, so that I knew that the edge over there was compacted. Now, I had to chip away some of what I compacted, and I was proud of what I did by hand. So, all that in mind, I've been getting some excellent concrete. It's the best concrete I ever worked with, but I mixed it by hand. Here's the abode. I'm okay with it. I wanted to refinish this for her too. Realistically, here is where my works go. There's one. That was just kind of a scratch page. Estimating blocks. Back side of the page. That was my list for getting started. This was my first drawing. This was my second drawing. This was my third drawing. All the math for that drawing. All the math for that drawing, most of it. Plus extras, I ain't getting into it. Well, here's our notes for all the places I had to call. Drawing that I did from just randomly feeling this feeling and turning it into that floor plan, which reminds me of a heart. Here was a tools list, and the very first thing I did to draft out how to reverse engineer a foundation for this pool that was a meaningful enough foundation to hold it on the hill, because I don't want anybody getting hurt, and what they did was not right. I went to school for these things. I don't expect people to know, but that's the only reason that I have it to say, is because this is what I've been doing all of my life. I want people to have a good day. I don't want people to suffer. I want to help have more smiles so that we can travel some more miles together and do it in peace. I wasn't drawing floor plans for houses and designing houses with my daughter for nothing. I was designing a house for us to build because we were told to come up here and do so. I asked about rent, and they said no rent is necessary, just come build a little house. And since then, this retaining wall has been nothing but a problem, and I don't know why, but I'm being yelled at on a daily basis ever since I went to go help a friend that was stranded tow his truck back and fixed his transmission 3 days later, only to find out that he has more problems than just what we thought he had to deal with. And for somebody to be able to help somebody in that moment, I would wish that I could have that too if I needed it. And that's exactly why I'm here doing this retaining wall, for the exact same reason. I've built it with my heart, and I've put love into it even after most folks would not. And I'm going to continue putting love into it so that I don't leave somebody in a position where they don't know what to do to finish it. If it comes down to that, I'm really batting hard to be able to start stacking blocks today, but I got to finish the French drain on the right hand side so that I can then start actually stacking blocks and tamping in our French drain properly. I don't want anybody to fail. It's Sunday. I'd like for it to be a happy Sunday. I've got some rocks to move. I've got some tamp to set. I've got some digging to do. And I also have to move somewhere. Olivia is already enrolled in Mountain Heritage High School, and it's the coolest school I've ever seen as far as all the people and everything is concerned. I do not want her to lose that, and I would never do anything to cause that. And despite my position and how hard I'm working, I've continued to try to be patient, professional, and courteous. I've not belittled anybody. I've only asked to be spoken to nicely. And my heart hurts for everything that has been going on, because I know what I have been doing. I don't usually ever care to do anything like this, sit down and talk to a video to put some love out to some people and just be like, hey, this is my white flag, and this is only the 4th time I've ever told somebody I quit. And it's been exactly the same all 4 times. Somebody yelling at me, the person that is supposed to be the one helping you, and yelling at me is not going to help me help you. I will close my mouth and not talk before I want to raise my voice at somebody, because there is absolutely no reason. I made a very big mistake trusting to move here to provide a safe environment to raise my daughter is what it ultimately boils down to, which makes this a complete and total fail. Here is it, brokenhearted, all over again. Still needing to find a home. I don't know why I am still needing to find a safe home. This is not what we got shot at for. This building came out on its own by itself, and I did not plan any of it, but I love it because it is beautiful the way that it looks, and if you turn parts of the pieces, it looks like hearts, all kinds of hearts. I love it. Happy Sunday.